I don't know how to respond to that.
I don't think you needed a response, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that one. Just
This is gonna go swell.
Oh, I can sense it.
God, when you start with that kind of energy, get out of here. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here of the Wish You Were Beer Show. Thank you for stopping by, as always. This is a weekly show, sometimes a bi-weekly show, sometimes we're a fucking feel like show. Where we like to hang out and have a couple of beers, review some beers, talk to breweries, talk to folks about beer production in general. So if you like beer or beer adjacent, make sure you tell your friends, because I don't have any friends, and it's nice to feel like I have friends.
And then they join, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But if you have other friends, you should.
We have so little friends, we had to do a show just to feel like we had friends.
Right.
It really is.
Because one of our only friends doesn't live in the same area. So.
Wait, are we talking about OnlyFans?
Only friends.
It's only
friends.
You can catch us on Only Friends. That's our Wednesday night show for swingers.
So
That's just Daniel and I.
It's just me and you, oddly enough. Tiffany, I apologize. You did not realize Phil and I had that show.
Yeah. We started off by throwing our keys in a bowl.
Well, again, if you're not familiar with the show, thanks for stopping by. You can see our ticker running down there at the bottom. Make sure you keep up with us on all the social medias, Instagram, TikTok while it's still alive. Check out the website, wishyouwerebeershow.com. You can find a catalog of all of our past episodes. You can find a great merch store. You can get
the best
shit cranked out of you.
Yeah, I will say the cranked shirt got bought.
Yeah, I know it did. I know exactly who bought it too.
Yeah. So many people sold out.
I love that Dave talks to both of y'all. Please take care of Daniel. But yes, thank everybody for stopping by as always. But if you do want to check out our merch store, go to the website. That's probably one of the easiest ways to support the show if you do enjoy it. Buy a shirt, buy a hat, buy us a beer, whatever makes the most sense to you, but keeps us healthy, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term.
It causes the show to not cost us as much money to run.
Yes.
Yep.
We are 100% in the red.
Oh,
so yeah.
We ain't getting out of the red.
But maybe going forward, we could be at least near the black.
Right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great. If you're unfamiliar with us, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That beautiful gentleman is Phil. Phil, we passed by you basically.
I know. And you inspired this whole show because this is the entire show because y'all went to the Keys.
We did, and I feel like a copycat because you were down there 2 weeks ago prior.
Yeah.
Well, if Phil's going, we're gonna go.
And you know what? He drove there, so are we.
So we're gonna drive as well, equidistant.
No. That was fun.
Yeah, if you don't know, our portion of Virginia got some snow. The day we were supposed to leave, we got more snow than we normally do.
Like a foot.
Yeah, so they canceled our flight when we were about 15 minutes outside of the airport.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah.
So we kept driving, and while Daniel was driving, I was changing our rental car to be we're gonna pick it up in Richmond because I was worst case, we'll drive to Charlotte, we'll drive to Atlanta, we'll grab a flight from there. Also, there's no flights from those locations.
Yeah.
To the Keys, by the way. But yeah, so we just drove it out.
16 hours and 2 Buc-ee's later.
Yeah,
there we were.
Stop by 2 Buc-ee's.
What's your what do you buy at Buc-ee's when you go?
Well, at that point, I was buying 6 coffees at a time.
Yeah,
that was a long drive.
The first one we got coffees. I know I got some beef jerky.
Got some beaver nugs.
Yeah, and I got some gummy bear gummies.
Yeah.
A lot of waters and energy drink things.
Now, every Buc-ee's you went to, did you walk throughout the whole Buc-ee's, or did you just go in, get what you need, and then bounce?
We'll walk through at least half of each one of them. Obviously straight to the bathroom, wherever the coffee is, and kind of that side.
And then
we were see some of the merch. Yeah.
We'll walk by it.
Yeah, the one we stopped at in Florida, the guy was like, "Where are y'all heading?" I was like, "We're heading to Key West." He was like,
Oh, wow.
"Boy, you're still about 2 hours north of Miami from here." And I was like, "Yeah, guy."
Yeah, we know.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I
Whoa.
think we were like 3 hours north. It was another 6 hours to go, I believe, at that point.
But
overall, good trip.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
It was
man, absolutely. We got a foot of snow here, and the next day we were in 70+ degrees and hanging on Duval Street. So cannot complain one bit. I got to see Robert.
It was a sunburn.
Oh, you got a sunburn.
I'm actually peeling on like a.
I mean, but you get a sunburn when you like step outside, don't you? Like,
sir.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. It is pretty close.
She's like, I got my 60 SPF shirt on. I'm
Yes.
good. Like,
Yes.
Enjoy your skin cancer.
Enjoy your skin cancers, assholes. Like,
yeah, I will. I'll be looking great and tan, and then I'll die.
crispy.
I'm
My
gonna
corpse will be nice and tan.
I'll just die really young and still super pale, and it'll be like, well,
Well, that was for nothing.
yeah.
That's funny.
I'll get it anyway. Who knows? It's fine.
Stay positive. Stay positive. All right.
So,
Real quick before we get anything else started, we are going to play trivia tonight. So if you're familiar with the show, we're basically doing Keys themed trivia. So go ahead.
You got some time to study up on your keys before we play.
And you got a few minutes to think of a team name. The Kahoot link or number is in the top of the chat. We'll scroll it down here at the bottom of the screen right before we get started as well. But just go ahead and put that on your radar.
Phil's way ahead of you. It was in the chat.
I know it was.
Yeah.
I know.
Not way ahead. I was doing it as he was saying.
Yeah. I always talk.
Sorry, I was giving you credit.
I was like, shit.
I always assume Phil is going to do these things, so I just talk like he's already done it because I can't do that many things at once. So
sorry, I've ruined this whole.
everyone's
spiel.
gonna be fine.
We're eventually gonna do trivia.
Yeah.
What are y'all drinking right now? We haven't even talked about beer yet.
Yeah, I apologize. Or the lack thereof. What are you drinking, Tony?
I'm drinking some water because I was really sick yesterday and still not 100% today. So
Awesome.
I will drink this beer, but that will be the only
Great beer show so far.
So far, so good. Don't
Yay.
worry, I got us. I am having a Pearlie's ESB. It's one of my favorite Virginia Beer Company beers that they do. And I had to be up in Williamsburg yesterday, so I brought a 4-pack home.
Yeah.
And Phil sent me this beautiful Florida Keys Brewing koozie with matching hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like I knew we were going to do the show.
Yeah, imagine if the brewery stopped by, they'd be like, holy shit, who is this guy? He's got it all.
He's our biggest fan.
They're probably watching though.
I hope so.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely.
I mean, I'll give him a hard time regardless, but yeah.
There's almost everyone in the world is currently watching, so chances are.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Yeah. I think they wrote a song about it.
Yeah. So what about you, Phil? What are you doing?
I'm drinking something a little different tonight. I'm going to go down the Tiffany Road and not drink a beer to start this show off.
Great fucking show.
The reason being is because it's a special day today for Daniel and I. One of the reasons that we are so close is that we had a friend and keyword head, and we lost him on this day. And so one story I wanted to share, which goes with this, is that Steve was, I went to visit Steve once in New York. This was years after Daniel and I went to college. And I took a red eye in. And so it was like early in the morning. It was like 10 a.m. And I meet up with Steve and he's like, hey, man, you need a coffee? And I'm like, I do. And so we walk into a bar and I'm like, only Steve would walk into a bar to get like shitty coffee. And he walks up to the bar and he goes, I'll take 2 coffees. And the guy goes, coming right up. The bartender does this. And he makes 2 whiskey coats. And so every year on this day, I have a coffee for Steve. So now I get to have it with you, Daniel.
I dig it. I dig it.
So that's where I'm starting tonight.
I'm okay with it. Boy, if you're starting with whiskey, I like where this show is going.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. Because if I can ever find my stack of real pictures, they're somewhere. I got some great drunk filled pictures.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I think in one you have oversized glasses on and a butterfly knife. Like just
that was your butterfly knife, of course.
Yeah, your oversized glasses, naturally.
Yeah, of course, naturally.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I appreciate that story. Phil, I think you were actually the one who let me know it had happened as well, by the way. I remember getting that phone call, and I initially thought, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you lying to me about dumb shit for?
Yeah. And like he was one of the only people who like would be able to walk into a random bar in New York City, order a coffee, and the bartender knew exactly who he was and what he wanted. Like that was Steve, clearly an alcoholic, but that was Steve.
Oh, we got along well. There's no doubt about it. I was just slamming Natty Lights at the time, which was a little bit of a different game there. That and Black Zambuca, just really living it up.
But had we not had Steve, we probably wouldn't be here right now talking on this show, because I think that he was the glue that kind of brought our entire group together. And so for that, I'm really thankful for him. And if you watch early episodes, when I had the astronaut in the background.
Yeah.
Remember what his name was.
Crazy times, methinks.
So to the millions of people watching right now, you're welcome.
Yeah. Because wouldn't have happened otherwise. How does that taste, by the way?
I haven't had a coffee like this in a long time.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Really?
It's been a while. Yeah.
Okay. I would struggle with that, I think.
Yeah, you're not a coffee drinker.
Not that coffee. I drink a fuck ton of coffee. I'm sure that's hard to believe, but
it is. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for sharing that story. Someone else is also very excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's still good.
Yep, still good every time. So for those who've seen the show plenty of times, that is Steve. So Phil has an odd collection of very random video clips of pretty much all of us doing something like that somewhere. So
yeah, and it's definitely. I think that if I have bribery on anyone, it's all of you. And
I'm good. You can put all my.
Oh yeah, you're fine. But I have a lot on other people who like work serious jobs.
Yes.
Got a lot of stuff, and they can thank Steve for that, because I think he kind of inspired all of
it. Well, I think he just made everyone do it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to go do this. It's fucking 3 a.m, man.
But we did.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back into a beer show.
Yeah. Yeah. And we are doing a beer tonight. We all have the same beer.
We do.
Which is always fun. So as I mentioned, the Florida Keys Brewing paraphernalia that I have, Phil and Barrow got the chance to swing by there, so they were actually able to send us some merch, some beers. So we are going to be doing Spearfish, which is an American amber ale.
We haven't done an amber in a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just been Pilsners and IPAs. And
it's been what we like to drink.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, don't get me wrong, ambers are good, and I feel like that was basically everyone's like starter beer when it came to like getting into craft.
Yes,
it was always an amber.
Yeah,
or a brown.
Yep.
Yeah. I still drink ambers when I see them. I'm a big amber fan.
I like it because it's a little bit darker in color usually, so you don't look like that guy. Yeah. You know, like no, I'm having like this is beer. Like I know, yeah, it's not a Bud Light. Look, you can't even see through this.
But they also tend to not be like crazy strong, so they don't like destroy you. You can like drink them for a while. Bold, strong flavors.
They're not thick or like heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Amber Heard. Yeah. Yeah. They don't make you feel like you shit the bed. No. Okay. Yeah. Too soon. You all right?
Yeah. Random noise.
That's good.
You're in Miami. That was just a bug hitting the window.
I think so.
So again, we are going to be playing trivia here shortly. So make sure you follow the Kahoot game pin. You can use the app, or you can go to kahoot.it and use that. There's the game pin there at the bottom. Go ahead and make your team names. We're doing keys themed trivia. And not like, oh, what shape is a house key? Not like, it's like the keys in
like
Florida.
Key West.
Yeah.
But
Kind of funny that we do 2 key themed shows in a row.
Yeah. I thought about that as well, but I was like, you were down there. Now we were down there. It makes sense.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. I feel it.
That's how I got sunburnt.
Yep.
That tank top.
That shirt.
It was cute though. I look real cute.
So we've got Hemming Ale.
Nice.
Robert THD, also not against. All can go. Away can go.
We go.
Brogerts. What? Brogerts?
Brogerts Minor.
And Sandsea. Sandsea.
All right.
How many Sandseas can Sandy have if Sandy has Sandseas?
The seashells.
Just practicing.
Kahoot!
Don't forget, it's not just about getting key bump, Wes. Get the answer right and get it right the fastest. All right, which key is identified as the scuba diving capital of the world? Key Largo, Isle Morada, Marathon, or Key West? Scuba Steve.
I totally forgot, though, to have you introduce that. I think everyone wasn't quite ready. It's great.
Yeah, it's
Keep
okay.
everyone on their toes.
That is correct. It is Key Largo. It's considered the scuba diving capital of the world. There's a lot of reefs around that area that are closer to shore. Easy, clear water, which is funny, though, because I've never stopped in Key Largo.
No, because it's like the first one. So you're like, you got to keep going.
It's the first one. It's the longest key. You feel like you're in it forever. And it always seems like kind of a shitty trailer park. I mean, I'm sure it's not, but like, I don't know.
It's probably the cheapest key to live in, too, honestly.
Well, they got their own song. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, them in Montego.
Here's a question for you, though. Is Kokomo an actual place?
Yes, Vera, thank you. I almost did a couple of Spanish references throughout this trivia about the keys, and I was like, no, I'm not giving those to Vero. That's too easy.
I am so pathetically sad to know that I did not understand that until, like, now that I've read it, I'm like, okay.
All right. All right, then, soldier.
Never put those two together in my head.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you, Phil.
The 10 a.m. coffees.
Yeah, that gets you. All right, so Hemming Ale. God. Like, I had 6 coffees before the show.
But Robert THD, only 3 points
Robert
behind.
THD don't fuck around.
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
I think so.
Let's do it. Ooh,
all right, true or false? Key West has no natural sand.
Neither does Kanye West.
No, he got lots of sand. I'm sandbagging it right now.
It is true.
Yes, it is true. Because of the unique ecosystem down there, there are a lot of reefs pretty much surrounding that whole area. So it doesn't build up sand naturally like a beach would other places. So most of the sand has been brought in and continues to be brought in from the Caribbean. That's why it's such nice white sand, and everybody thinks it looks like those areas because, you know, I've been to a beach. It ain't white sand anywhere else. Not around these parts.
Unless it's brought in like that club that got shut down.
Yep. Hemming Ale for the win still.
Yeah.
You got to be quicker than that, Robert. All right. What was the lowest temperature ever recorded in the Keys? 32, 41, 50, or 53? God, I love that picture.
Yes, 41.
That was 41. So who pulled up quick Key West facts right off the bat when we talked about it earlier?
I don't know.
Look
at least 5 people.
That's exactly where I got all these from. Quick Key West fun facts for kids, I think was the
.com.
.com. Actually, it was .edu. I believe it was
right,
elementary school program. Yeah, 41's cold down there, man. Jeez. That is cold.
Yeah.
Whoa, Robert. You sneaky fuck.
Fun fact, the hottest temperature. Oh, also, the coldest temperature was recorded last year.
Mhm.
And the hottest temperature ever recorded was also from last year, and it was 115. So, 2024, rough.
Write your congressman.
Yeah. But we don't use the words you're thinking of down here in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I didn't say
No.
'em.
No.
I didn't say him.
No, you don't, soldier.
Certainly
That's
did not.
That's a right to stand your ground state there, and people have been killed for less. All right. What was the earliest industry in the Keys? Was it fishing, key lime plantations, shipwreck recovery, or lighthouse construction?
Ooh.
Shipwreck recovery.
Mhm.
The reefs are so bad down there. That's why there are the lighthouses, the series of lighthouses throughout all of the Keys. Because literally people got paid to go get shit out of the water as a daily job.
Yeah.
Like, go get this ship. Yeah, we'll spend a couple of weeks working on it.
Did you see that ship that is being sunk that in the news? Did you see this at all?
Down there?
Yeah, like it passed, it's on its way somewhere, but it passed here. It's like a giant old, like huge ship, and they're about to let it sink to like create the reef sort of environment.
So I think there's like 20 some artificial reefs that have been made down there with shipwrecks, either on purpose or they just didn't clean that one up because it was in like an appropriate spot for that to be functional.
Yeah, saw it in the news. Saw it in my Florida news this morning.
I did the same thing. I grew up river fishing, man. We used to sink our Christmas trees to create harborage for crappie. I've been living this life for so long.
So many words.
So many words I didn't understand.
I was like, wait, what?
Let's crack this beer before I tell you about how crappie fishing is.
Okay.
And I don't mean fishing has gone poorly. It's
just
a type of fish. Okay.
I'm familiar.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Will you open this for me, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, tonight we are drinking Spearfish. It's an American amber ale from Florida Keys Brewing Company. And aren't they in Isle Morada?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
They are 81.6 miles away from Key West. Because fun fact, people use, just like the Outer Banks around here, they use the mile markers to give you a rough idea as to where they actually are, since they do count all the way down to 0. So yeah, I'm at mile post 7.
So that's how you know you're 7 miles away from Key West?
Yep.
Fun facts.
We got to count them all down.
Yeah, we counted every last goddamn one of them.
All right. Do another one.
Was it Robert THD that got this one? Oh, Kika.
Away you go.
Huge ass making their way back in there. All right. Key West seceded from the United States in 1982 under what name? The Lime Republic, the Overseas Republic, the Southernmost Republic, or the Conch Republic?
Man. Slow. Oh, there we go.
Yes. I wanted to put in here Hemingway's Hogs just because it sounded so fun. And I was like, that's not even believable.
Although I do kind of want that tattoo now.
So we were just down there. I'll show you off camera because it's like lower back. It's uncomfortable. But yes, obviously it was the Conch Republic.
Obviously.
If you've been down there or you've ever seen some of their, flags and insignia like that, they do have a beautiful Conch Republic flag.
They have a lot of conch shells for sale.
A lot of conch shells
All
for
over the
sale. A
place.
lot of conch fritters for sale. I mean, really, they're conch heavy.
Yeah.
Beautiful conchs.
Great comps.
Yeah.
All
I
shapes
love-
and sizes.
I just love being in an area I'm unfamiliar with. You can pay for conch. You can just go find free conchs. You can. All right. Robert THD.
Ooh, it's a tight race, though, with one last question.
Oh, so there's one more?
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all going to come down to this. I say just go real quick and just pick one.
Yep.
It's the only way you win.
Don't fuck this up, huge ass. All right.
Where did huge ass come from?
I told you, it's sneaking up on you. And it always does.
Here we go. Close it out.
All right. What famous authors have penned works while living in the Keys? Ernest Hemingway, Tennessee Williams, Judy Blume, or all of the above?
Ooh, I think people read Ernest Hemingway and just went for it.
Yeah.
I mean, bold choice, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off.
Bold choice. Obviously, Hemingway actually lived there for a long time, has a house down there still. Tennessee Williams spent a shit ton of time down there. I didn't realize Judy Blume wrote shit while there. Like, you don't see anything down there about that.
Yeah.
But Shel Silverstein wrote a bunch of stuff while he was in the Keys. There's a ton of them, man. And because, why wouldn't you? Like, I'm going to go up to the Northeast to a cabin in the snow and try to get some work done. No. Drink a beer, get kicked out of a bar, go back to your house and write a story about killing a fish. You idiot.
Spearfish.
Spearfish. That's called tying it all back together, you guys. All right.
Oh, let's see who took this one.
Nikki Bob West.
Ooh.
Okay, CNC.
Oh,
Robert, you blew it. You blew it. Oh, you
fat ass. Oh, no.
Huge ass sneaking up. Oh, no. Okay. Well, huge ass came in 5th.
On the podium.
Well, no. On the podium is 1.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm right. Sorry. On the... It's fine. Top
on
5.
The leaderboard,
top 5. Look at
say.
you. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. It's fine. I'm still a little sick.
Made the cut, if you will.
Yeah,
there's several different ways
what?
you can go.
I'm still in recovery mode, so.
You've been cranked. No, sorry. I only said that because, Gabriel, you've been conked. Actually, let's just put a Conk Republic on the thing and say free conks.
Yeah.
Inquire below.
Sold.
No.
Now I'm going
to wear that shirt to any one of your kids' birthday parties.
No, you would not.
What?
Shall we review this beer?
Well, I think we have other things to do before we review the beer.
What?
Like what?
Oh, wait. We're going to review the beer first?
Yeah.
Man, I forget how this show works every time, especially when we try to bring back something that we haven't done in a while.
Listen, well, now you're ruining a surprise, but let's review
and we
this
even
beer.
talked about it. Let's just review the fucking beer. You're right. Speaking of conch rides, that guy's a fucking legend. If you don't know this story, this is a quick one. Tiffany, Phil, and I spent about 24 hours in Key West when we went down to brew a beer with Tripping Animals.
Wild time.
We had one free day. And we're like, hey, want to drive 3.5 hours to go not sleep for long? Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
We ended up seeing this band somewhere. I don't even remember where we were. It's probably Green Parrot or something.
I don't know.
And
it was somewhere. It was in the back somewhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
We did not go there.
That gentleman from the picture was in the band, and Phil was like, that shirt, though. Like, just cracking up over it all night. Tiffany goes to get a hydration IV the next morning. I go to Sloppy Joe's and get a frozen drink. I passed that guy on the street in the same shirt.
Because he was just ending his shift.
Yeah, he probably just got done. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be weird, man, but can I take a picture? My buddy saw your band last night. He fucking loved that shirt.
It wasn't just the shirt. He was the drummer, wasn't he?
He was.
He was like wailing. Like, I was drunkenly impressed with whatever he was doing.
They were playing Jimmy Buffett, Phil. Settle down. He was wailing on it.
I don't know what it was.
Neil Peart over there.
Neil Peart back there giving out free cock rides. It was a good night.
It was a good time.
All right, so we are going to review this beer. We do use Untapped to review the beer. So if you have an Untapped, you can follow us. All the information's in the About section here on the page. Tonight we're doing Spearfish. It's American Amber Ale, Florida Keys Brewing, out of Isle Morada. They are 81.6 miles from Key West. Fucking Rain Man over here.
Except for the order at which we need to do.
Oh, yeah, I forgot how the show goes. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll go ahead and go first because if you do follow our Untapped or my Untapped individually or any one of ours individually, Tiffany and I were at Pickles Pub Sunday before we flew out down in Key West.
It was the best time.
It was a fantastic bar. If you're in Key West,
shout out to Pickles Pub.
They're right behind Sloppy Joe's.
They have conch fritters.
They have a pickle margarita.
They do. It's
They'll give
delicious.
you a walking pickle.
Well, it was what I made it a walking pickle.
Yeah.
It was not intended to be a walking.
That's what I'm
pickle.
saying. They're open to the walking.
They
pickle.
are. They will let you do dumb shit.
That's Key West. But I obviously didn't have our beer fridge nearby to go, man, should I try this Florida beer that we're maybe about to have on the show? I definitely had one of these Sunday and already checked it in. I apologize.
I did not try it. I think I was too busy with the pickle margarita.
You were.
That
So
was like my second
if you
one of the day.
follow my Untapped, I gave this a 4. I like this one. It's really easy. I feel like it's exactly what it should be. It's an amber ale. And the only reason I think they put the American portion on it is there is a little bit of hop on the back end of it. That's normally a standard like amber is going to be a little smoother and maltier on the back end. This one's still smooth. It's still got the malt. The color's perfect. And throwing that word American on there at least made me go, okay, there's going to be some hops to this that you don't normally get out of this beer. So they told me what they were going to do, and they did it. And
they literally told you. They wrote it on the can exactly
correct.
What you just said. So,
oh, is it really?
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much that it's got the hoppy backbone to it.
Oh,
look at you!
In your face, Florida Keys Brewing. If you're looking for a taster, I'm your guy. I'll be the one out by the dumpster smoking cigarettes, drinking hazy IPAs. You need me.
Great palate.
Filling my mouth with conchs.
You fucking just. Sometimes I'll take 2 conchs, one both hands. But yeah, it's a great beer. I enjoyed it. It's good to have it again now that I'm, obviously I had other beers that same day as well. But yeah, it's solid. A solid 4 for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think I don't want to say it's perfect because that would be 5, but it is the perfect amber. It's exactly what I want. It's basic, it's perfect. Like it is exactly what you would. I'm just rambling now. Did I tell you I had coffee?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about, Phil.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you went down the ramble rouser hole, I was like, everybody.
Let me try this again. It tastes exactly like an American amber ale. It's exactly what you want, but I can't give it more than a 4 because it doesn't do anything that's heightening it in a sense.
I can live with that. Yeah. There
it is. So 4 for me as well.
I'm for it. I was going between a 3.75 and a 4. Very similarly, it's very hoppy, and I wanted more of the amber ale than the American amber ale.
See, I don't get that much hoppy out of it.
I don't smoke cigarettes, so.
But
you do eat.
Have punched a guy who did.
Sorry, it was very mean, and I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're not live.
It's fine. Will know. It's fine.
We'll edit that out on the, what? No.
Good news. You just admit that you were a bad person and apologize right off the bat. Things are great.
Our producer Phil is shaking his head. No, we will not be editing that out.
All right. So I'm between a 3.75 and a 4. For easy math sake, I'm going to go with the 4 because it is on the can. It says American Amber Ale. Yeah. It's supposed to have the hoppy backbone, and it does 100% have that. But to Phil's point, there's nothing like going like, holy shit, like this is incredible because it's just a really well done standard American IPA,
which is not strike.
American amber ale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, tonight we're gonna do something we haven't done in a while. We're gonna find out if we feel the same way about this beer as other people feel about this beer. To make sure that we're on track, or maybe we're above everyone else and they don't realize how good we are.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the case, but
we're going to bring it back. I think it's probably been about 50 episodes since we've done one of these. Let's bring back the Untapped reviews.
I was so mad that you guys wouldn't straighten your thumbs out, and then you're like, "We're not going to do it again." And I was like, "Straighten your thumbs out!"
I'm already wearing
this shirt.
I don't have that kind of time right now.
Like, you can't look any more gay. Please stop. I don't need the attention.
So if you're familiar with Untapped, we use it for the show to rate beers, but anyone can go on Untapped and rate this same beer. So there's been 9,200 plus check-ins of this beer specifically. So we like to rifle through it and find some of our favorite reviews, whether we agree or disagree with them, or if they're just out in left field somewhere.
So right now it's got a 3.57.
Yep.
So, I think everyone's probably that's kind of fair, I would say.
I think that's in that safe range. Yeah, we're a little bit higher, but at the same time, there's 9,200 people checking this in, and one of them was like, "I can't believe I didn't get this with fish." 2.5, like dumb shit like that.
Too much. It's too ambery. I don't like red things.
My ex-wife's name was Amber. Now this beer sucks. And I'm like, no, that's not fair.
Well, fine. I'll go spearfisher. All right.
Oh, Jesus. I think
Let's find out what the first
movies
review is.
Ooh, look at this background thing you got going on here, Phil. I like this.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
job.
This is an accurate description. Fuck you, Boston winter. Florida Keys winter is so much better. Oh, solid amber lager too.
I love this review because he just wanted to rub it in everyone's face, and he's like, "Oh yeah, wait, this is Untapped."
This is Untapped. Yeah, he thought he was on like Facebook or Instagram or something. He's like, wait till my friends. Oh, it's just Untapped. Never mind. Okay, yeah, solid amber lager. This one's my favorite though. Just this sentence alone: wet, nice, smooth, easy drinking beer.
There are no commas there.
No commas.
Wet, nice, smooth, easy drinking beer.
When's the last time you had a beer that wasn't wet? Like,
well, I guess is it like the opposite of like a dry? No,
like, is it mouth-watering?
I've never heard that as a descriptor, though. I think it's a thing. I think you're both right. It could be like it's not a dry finish. It's not a dry Irish stout. Like it's a wet. But I've never heard it just thrown out as the first word of a sentence.
Definitely threw me off when I read that one.
Yes, and this gentleman is at Pickles Pub.
Again, you should go if you're in Key West. It's fantastic.
We sat there right before we got on a plane, and wonderful.
Hold on 1 sec.
All right, yeah, loosen them things up. Not as fresh as from the brewery. The last wait, what? Not as fresh as from the brewery the last I had this one, so 0.25 off. Boy, that young has been drinking.
Yeah, Ken Broadhead, cheers to you, sir.
Yeah,
I like this one. He's like, wait, it's not as fresh as the one I had from the brewery. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
But you're like deducting points off for it. Like,
well, he deducted 0.25.
Yeah.
It's like, settle down, Ken.
But
and why are you checking in the same beer twice? Get a hobby. Only unique check-ins, man. It's a lifestyle.
Taco bar. I was like, I thought he was at the brewery place too. I was like, what is happening to this man?
Oh yeah, I thought the same. That's why when Tiffany was like, "Oh look, he's at Pickles Pub," I was like, "No, he had it at the brewery." But I was like, "No, that's just under the beer name." Okay, I'm back. I know how Untapped works. I can't tell if this is phenomenal beer or if beer tastes better on vacation. Either way, it's a win. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that is extremely accurate because sometimes if we're out of town somewhere or somewhere like a cool location, I won't even rate a beer because I'm like, I'm just happy not to be at work and I'm having a beer. Yeah. So that automatically inflates,
Usually I just forget to check them in entirely.
Because you're off work and having... Yeah.
But if I do forget to check it in like that, or if I do check it in like that, I'm like, I'm just trying to save time. Like, I don't really care at this point.
I got to rack 300 beers while we're here.
No.
Just me?
No, because usually we start to check it in and then I'm way slower than Daniel. And so he'll be done and then he'll start talking to me and I cannot do two things at once. So...
Disagree.
What is wrong with you?
This episode could be sponsored by Pickles Pub. They were fantastic. I can't tell you how much fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I didn't think. Did you see this coming? The opposite of dry in drinks is sweet.
Yes, that is. Well, in wine for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's still the same with.
I keep thinking maybe it's like some beer term that I'm just an idiot. It's a secret measurement. Yes.
Kevin knows a thing or two about getting wet.
On the wetness scale, where are we at?
100%.
Never mind.
All right.
This
was
one
the
is
last
probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I just love the opening sentence. Was good. Period. Got a little too into it, drunk, to give an appropriate rating. So I'm going to be slightly conservative here and go 4 instead of 4.25. Glass was great. I need the full yard. Drinking this in front of the grandparents makes it so much better.
And then the photo cutting his grandfather.
That is a fantastic.
And his grandfather's having a non-alcoholic. He's got an athletic in front of him.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice it until just now either. I don't know if everybody's familiar with Yard House. I don't know if everybody has that one near them, but that's a yard of beer. It's like a 3-foot glass.
How do you drink it?
So basically, if you open your mouth with liquid, you can pour it in there.
Do you just stand up to drink it?
No, that's why it's tapered. It's not. I mean, it's tall, but you can still drink out of it. Like it's not.
I don't think I would be able to drink out of that.
Yeah. Well, honestly,
I love the parentheses drunk. Like drunk enough, you're like, I got a little too into it.
I like that we wouldn't know was good as your starting sentences got a little too into it. But yeah, thanks. However, would I drink with Will? 100%.
Oh, 1,000%. I would.
Would I drink with Will's grandparents? 1,000%.
Oh, would I get hammered in front of his grandparents?
You see his floppy hat?
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Good old Will. Look how many badges he got. Good for him.
Well, let's talk about this though too, because we always kind of gloss over that. Level 7, level 6.
First time he had 5 red beers or amber beers.
Will, come on, my guy. Your grandparents aren't around that often. You got to really show them that you're good at this.
I'm glad you just turned 21, man, but we need you to step some shit up.
Yeah, really. Your grandparents alive? Everybody's grandparents alive? No, come on, Will. Quit rubbing it in. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
2 of them.
Oh, no, yeah, I did.
You did know that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have Untapped reviews back.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know when we just kind of stopped doing it. I think we just
kept forgetting to grab them.
Yeah.
I think we forgot. And then I think you started building other like media things.
Yeah.
And I think it got shuffled down so far that we just never saw it again.
It's the beauty of this show is it's never the same and we can bring anything back. This.
Well, actually, we can't bring anything back. Again, our roommate Steve died on this day years ago now, but we can't bring anything back. I just want to be clear.
Good coffee.
I tell you what, Oz. That means I think we're going to do a show next week too, aren't we?
Yeah, we might as well.
Sure.
I think we already have a guest lined up. That's the only reason I'm asking.
No, that's not till the following week.
Oh, that's the following week?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, March
we'll
13th.
Show next week and do something random.
Yeah, March. I think it's 13th. We got Brewsaki coming on, and we do have the creator of Brewsaki coming on to talk to us. So that's
I'm interested in that because I love a good rice lager.
And we're gonna do sake bombs on the show.
I will not be doing a sake bomb on the show because
you will be doing a sake bomb.
I don't want to beat someone else's stepchildren. Like that's what sake bombs lead me to.
What?
Yeah, I'm just out in the yard finding other people's stepkids to beat.
What's wrong?
Got an A shirt on. I'm out there smoking cigarettes and just yelling at other people.
Hey, are you a stepkid?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, we're your real dad. That's what I thought.
No, I'm not a stepkid. I swear. I'm just looking for stepkids.
Get out of here, kid with the real family.
Kids who have 2 parents.
This has gone downhill.
You have it rough enough as it is. Where's the
I don't think so. All right, so we'll figure out a show to do next week. So make sure you keep up with this.
I think we got another beer for next week. We'll take a look in the fridge.
Yeah, I think we have one more. It's probably a Keys beer, so we'll just really get into it.
I think it's a Florida beer though. I think it's a tank. Okay. I think I sent you one.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did send a tank one. Yeah,
so maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. Cool.
But we already have Brewsaki scheduled, so put it in the calendar, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, put it on your family calendar.
Get some sake. Beat some stepkids.
Ask your stepmom to put it on your fridge calendar.
We'll see you next week. Oh, beat your step.
So good.
Speaking of things we can't bring back,
Our self-respect.
I'm supposed to end this.